What up, ASEAN TV, man? Checking out at Plus Studios with your man PHRAYDOE Peans. The Family Gang Band, doing it up real big. Check out for the new album coming out soon, man. That's what we do right here in the Ozone.
Come on, breathe. Come on, breathe. Come on, breathe, motherfucker. You ain't dying on me.
My name is Paul from Jones Family Band here at Plush Studios recording for PHRAYDOE Peans. The good thing about live music, it's more unpredictable, you know, less programmed, less already set out. But both can be really cool. I think it just really depends on who's making it.
So how long have you been playing drums?
Like 10 years about.
Really? What's your favorite? Who's your favorite maker, drum maker?
Oh, drum maker?
Yeah. What do you prefer? Who has a better skins, or does it make a difference?
It makes a difference. I like Evans heads, but I'm not very particular. I think that's another thing that depends on the player too. You could put a good drummer on a terrible drum set, it'll sound good. But you know, DW is good, Pearl is good, Evans heads. But I mean, you know, I'm playing with broken drumsticks and a old crappy drum set. So.
Yo, we live here at Plush Studios. It's your boy Dizzle Phunk. Got Abstract, got ASEAN TV, we got Greek Mike, we got PHRAYDOE Peans, we got Dr. Bruce Juice. You know what I mean? It's live in effect.
So what's up with the mustache, man?
I know, I'm trying it out. I want to see how the ladies dig it.
Hey,
Ladies, if you like it, comment dizzlefunk@gmail.com. Holla. Got the weekly. You know what I mean? On the grind all the time.
Nice.
Best paper in town, I think. Most entertaining. Well, our events are in there every week, you know, our Monday and Wednesdays. We've had one feature article in the weekly for body language. We had a write-up in New Orleans Sentinel the other day. We were in Drink Magazine. So we're getting out there, you know what I mean?
I mean, hip-hop is at a great state right now. I mean, you can look at it both ways, you know, like, there is a definite independent movement in hip-hop that's killing it. Now, you might not hear it on the radio, but there's definitely a lot of dudes and record labels making money, and that's what we try to do with the Family Gang thing. And that's what hip-hop's always been about, is just making absolute nothing into the motherfucking greatest something you can come up with, you know what I mean? So that's the movement for 2011. I mean, PHRAYDOE Peans is me as an artist, but it's also a situation where it's gonna develop into its own brand. So I don't know where that's gonna go. You know, like, I tell people all the time, like, you can have a hardcore fan base and you gotta basically, if you wanna be successful, give them what they want. So that's what we're still doing, is building that. Now the buzz in the city is crazy. They're still kind of adapting to what we are, and so you gotta go online and you gotta check out what Family Gang's about. You know, you gotta check out PHRAYDOE Peans is about, what Soul the City's about, what Dizzle Funk's about, Head Chef. Like, go Google these people and invest your time with them, and you know, that's really what the outcome of the future is.
Cool.
I'm always releasing mixtapes. I have a mixtape getting ready to drop now. It's like a beat tape mixtape. It's gonna have all kinds of, you know, just production beats, and then I'm scratching over it. Got my own playing guitar. Fredo's mixing it. Got a little bit of Palmer Reed in it. So just kind of experiment. I like to experiment with my stuff. I never really make beats, but because there's always so many beats out there, I just kind of mix it together, you know. And then I got this new project coming out. It's gonna be like southern rock, blues, and hip hop all combined into one live aspect. So I'm gonna play bass for that.
Hip hop, hip hop,
Hip hop.
hip hop.
Is that what you call?
Hip hop. Check out my man Dave. He used to play for the Eagles band. He's gonna be on that album. It's gonna be fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like everybody's here to grow and build. So join the movement, man. Come down and chill with the family gang.
That's what's up.
Yo, Street Party. We're at Plush Recording Studios. About to lay down some tracks for FRAYDOE Peans, Dizzle Phunk. Got ASEAN TV in the house. That's about it, man. Sit back and relax.
Even tried to hate, but that's the scratching the surface of my plate. All this food for thought we gave, but ain't shit gon' change, cause I can tell they stuck on their cynical ways, giving thanks like a pilgrim on the Indian grave. But time reveals all when you read one's face, cause the eyes will always tell what the mouth won't say. If your body language off, I can still translate. This is a gift from the earth when you trap like a slave underneath the sun. Glances we masquerade, stupid games we play, pulling cards with broken face. I came to the world to match blunts with the day. My heart burned effortlessly, a soul of break, the pure love synergy. For the sunshine state, conveyed under 98 degrees in the palm shade. That pure for octane, not to concentrate flame. So eternally, I will always blaze. And the world keeps on turning. All this money I've been earning, trapped in the maze, got feeling like a slave. Yeah. Now you can't have your religion, all your feelings and prison. Trapped in the system till the sick burns to the ground. Man, all I do is burn as the world turns. All these lessons learned, something for the nerves. Man, all I do is burn. All I do is burn. I mean, I'm not really into like foreseeing the future. I do set goals, you know what I mean? You never really know what the outcome can anything is. I'm trying to exist in the now. Right now is where we're growing. So I'm just trying to soak up all this now, because I mean, if you talk to any major dude or any major group or any major corporation that blew up, what's going on afterwards, it's like they tell you, man, the time of the grind of coming from absolute nothing to something was the key point in their life. And it's always like, oh, I wish I could go back there and feel that. So that's what I'm about now, is just absorbing this, you know what I mean? If it blows up in the future, that's going to be a beautiful thing. Are we about what we're doing? Of course. Are we about being successful? Of course. But it's really about the now, man, because that's where the essence.
How much is wise up, right? How wise?
We
can do it.
Okay. Ideally, I would like to finish this track, at least not mix or nothing, but just all the material, like the guitar and then the vocals, which is all that's left on this, and whatever he's doing on the DJ.
Okay.
And then move on to Breathe. If we don't get down to the third one, it's not really a problem. But
Okay.
these two tracks are just like, like essential.
Yeah, we can do that. We can definitely do that.
And like, of course, if we just finish this one today, that's understandable too. But at least we'll have that. You know what I mean?
Sure. Okay.
Awesome.
Is figure out like this whole song together.
Okay.
So when the guitar is playing to it, they're playing to the actual,
To the actual
edited
song. Okay.
song. So
So let's choose.
as an overall, did you like 2 or 3 more? What one would you rather be the main one, and then we pick from the other one?
Can you play 2 for me, just real quick?
I'm gonna play it with the clip.
Okay,
Just
that's
guys
cool.
here.
Okay.
Because it's basically where I come back in,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, okay, so let me hear the beginning of that part
Right here?
No, right around this area right there. Let me jam out for a second.
Like, what if I'm overall?
Overall, I like track 2, and then we'll just. Can I hear this part?
Take it? Got it?
Got a good
Yeah.
take.
High school, we
I basically gotta like try to animate what I do on
oh yeah, like you're about to take it, but never say
Not yelling, but all I do is run. All I do is run. All I do is run. So I just have to match that intensity. I like that.
I like that whole thing.
That part. But I think we'll record on track 2. Sometimes we want to do this on so long. What's my bad? What do you guys think? Well, like the Family Gang situation arose. Well, the idea of Family Gang started in Las Vegas with my dude Red Hef. Revenue was one of the biggest artists out of Las Vegas. Unfortunately, he passed away, and I was part of that movement. I produced and managed and ran his record label. So it was an idea, again, about that network. So when I came back to Orlando, you know, I was just doing my own thing, and my dude Chef came across and was like, look, man, I got this band I've been rocking with. I want you to come do some tracks. So that was like about 8 months ago. And after that, just the chemistry on stage was such a beautiful thing. And aside from like us really rocking out and having a good time on stage, like we've been putting in work in the streets and bringing out, you know, anywhere between 100 and 300 people to the show. So that's what the Family Gang, like I always build my brand as FRAYDOE Peans, but like I know realistically as an up and coming artist, I can only do so much by myself. But if I team up with like-minded brothers and sisters that are on that same plane, then we can grow together and create this huge movement. And that's what it's about, is creating your own movement. So like I might have started the Family Gang brand or the group or whatever you want to call it, but by any means I'm not the leader. Like everyone is equal leader in this, and that's the way it's going to be successful. Like if you don't pull your weight, it's not going to go nowhere. I'm going to continue to always build FRAYDOE Peans in what I'm doing, but the Family Gang thing is for everybody to equally, you know, join together and put what they want, and also always put, you know, everything out on the table. And I think that's the way any successful group is going to be good, you know, or great.
That's what's up. So now, what music? Because DJing is such a science, and it's such a craft. What sort of music do you like to blend in? Because I know from the last set, you were doing a lot of good blends, a lot of mixture of music from different styles and different genres. What's your favorite genre style when you mix?
All of it. All of it. I have to play one of everything. You know, I have to play some funk, I have to play some hip hop, some rock and roll, soul. Like I don't stick to one genre because I get bored myself. You know, like it's gotta switch. Even in the middle of the song, I'll go from like, you know, have some Nas and then I'll throw in some Parliament right there and then. So it's whatever I'm feeling, whatever the crowd's feeling. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
It's really about the crowd. You know, I can spin whatever by myself, but like if I'm spinning for you guys, I can spin whatever I want. You know, if I'm spinning for some older white people, I'm gonna spin, you know, like some classic rock and some Barry Manilow.
Well, the Sweet Jones Family Band is my main band, but we back a lot of people other than, we back FRAYDOE Peans, Head Chef, Palmer Reed, Jess Roos, My Verse, you know, Eric's played with some other acts like Kaylee Baker, and but yeah, we just try to play with everyone, really. Yeah, I'll play with anyone.
I asked the fellas upstairs, but what do you see yourself doing this for how many more years?
Playing drums?
Yeah, playing drums, bands, things of that nature.
However much longer I'm alive, I suppose.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if it became a career, but whether it becomes a fulfilling career or not, I'll still do it. I mean,
Got you.
I was always doing it and never making money doing it, you know, so I've just now sort of, it started to become a career. But yeah, forever, probably, unless I lose my arms or something. But even then, I'll kick shit or something.
You can always plan ahead, but we're kind of doing it here and now. Like, I don't know where Solar City is going to be. You know, like, I'd like it to grow. Like, we'll take that for instance. I'd like it to, you know, have Orlando as a home base and have it like our own little, you know, Rockefeller, like Orlando's Rockefeller. That's kind of what my goal is. So I want it to become its own entity that we can eventually hand over to other individuals so we can go do our own thing. Because we really want to tour. Like, we want to get out, you know what I mean? And it'll get there, but we have to make sure something is established and stabilized before, like, I feel comfortable leaving, like, you know, walking away. Because from right now, every single day it's grind, 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 you know?
Man, Family Game's doing big things. This year is our year. 2011, Family Game's gonna do it big.
Come on, breathe.